Well, I did not really expect this to happen. Well, to be fair, I should have expected it because it's Wizards of the Coast. Literally every single book that comes out buffs wizards for some reason. In the Player Handbook Playtest 5, marshals have arguably been buffed slightly. Wizards, however, has also been buffed. but unlike the marshals, they've been buffed even more. Like, oh my god. They're more powerful than ever. How, you may ask? Well, let's find out. Welcome to Pack Tactics. This wizard is literally a god. And marshals, well, they're just left in the dirt. Who cares about them? So let's go through the changes step by step. First is there a spellcasting feature. You can now use a spell book as a spellcasting focus. Kinda cool, actually. In 5e, you get to prepare wizard level plus intelligence modifier number of spells. In previous UA iterations, casters get to prepare spells of each level equal to their spell slots of that level. Now it's based on the table. It seems to be slightly less for most levels, but more at some others. So I'd say this is a side grade leaning to a nerf compared to 5e. Compared to the previous UAs, this is a pretty massive buff, because it allows you to prepare more spells of levels that include good ones, rather than being restricted to follow your spell slots. I'm not sure why they backpedaled the removal of some versatility for casters, but here we are. Maybe it was negative feedback? I don't know. At level 2, they get a new feature that makes wizards better at intelligence checks compared to the others, with the same stat bonus. This is not a big deal, but why? Anyways, Arcane Recovery has been nerfed slightly. Instead of getting it at level 1, you get it at level 2. And you also don't regain the feature every day instead of every long rest, which basically only affects gritty realism games. Okay guys, now the video really starts. Here's the reason why wizards are more busted than ever before. It's the spells. It's always the spells. Like... At level 1, instead of getting a normal feature to scribe spells, they get the scribe spell ritual spell for free. It basically works the same way in practice, but it's just more convoluted. Whatever. At level 7, they get the modify spell ritual spell for free. And I gotta say, let me swap avatar here for... There we go. This is the most fun spell I've ever seen in Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition. It is utterly insane, and it's so bold. I love it. However, we can't have this in the game. Now we're at the negative. Obviously, ridiculously overpowered. I like that it's really bold, but like, I wish you were more bold with the marshals. Just like... Oh, here's an AoE feature for the marshals. But no, they're not gonna do that for some reason. Kobold, what does modify spell do? Oh, sorry about that, we're wasting time. It allows you to change one of your spells temporarily in a way described. If you upcast a spell, you get to even change multiple elements. The elements include making the spell's concentration unbreakable through damage. What's the first thing you think about? Well, Wall of Force. Unbreakable Wall of Force. With Ritual, I can make infinite Mirage Arcanes. What's this? Only affects enemies or allies? Oh, Sleet Storm gives all my allies advantage on attacks. Removes components? Oh, hello, Free Force Cage. Thank you very much. Or change damage types? Hello, Acid Fireballs. Well, to be fair, this one is kinda... I think this one's okay. Acid Fireball sounds really fun. But we're not done yet. To top it all off, at level 9, wizards get to make these changes permanently through the Create Spell Ritual spell, without increasing the spell level at all, even though they are much better. I feel like I'm in a time machine right now. We're going back to Pathfinder 1 or like 3.5. Who asked for these wizard buffs? I don't understand. Sure, Create spell costs money, but who cares? It is insanity. At least you cannot make it free through modify spell because it's not an arcane spell. Oh yeah, another feature at level 5 allows wizards to memorize spells in the middle of the day, because why not? Why would your choices at the start of the day need to matter? There are just so many incredible choices for modify spell, especially when you get to change multiple elements. Obviously, the almost lack of concentration required is insane on anything. But a web, sickening radiance, fireball, darkness, fog cloud, hypnotic pattern that only affects enemies is insane too. Or just making any spell that the DM tries to balance by not giving out the components a lot for free to cast, like plane shift. I'm going in circles. Yeah, wizard features are mostly non-existent, and these features are definitely flavorful, and it's super fun. But spells are features. They're features. They're features. So why feel the need to add so many bonkers ones? I guess as a DM, you can easily stop the wizard from becoming too strong now, because if they don't have scribe spell prepared and you destroy their spellbook, they cannot get any other spellbook ever again. I'm pretty sure this is a mistake, but that is a reading. Moving on, spell mastery was moved from 18th to 15th level, and signature spells from 20th level to 18th level. I know I keep harping about getting features when you actually play the game being a good thing, but when it's a wizard buff, I'm not so sure anymore. Let's look at Evoker. The part of the Savant feature that allows you to reduce costs comes up even less now, because you get free evocation spells. At least as a whole, the feature comes up more now. Sculpt spells has lost most of its nichiness, because every wizard ever can sculpt their spells now. The one upside here is you don't need to modify the spells specifically, but the power of this spell has gone down so much, because modify spell is just strictly better. Finally, potent cantrips works on attack rolls and saving throw cantrips. Cool. I'm very confused that they didn't clear up the wording for over channel. Are spells with duration supposed to deal damage for their entire duration, or just once? Anyways, I want Wizards of the Coast to succeed. I have a lot of fun with their games. But please, tone down these wizards. Don't buff them. They don't need a buff. Please focus on the marshals. Please buff them. This is your opportunity. Do not blow it. End the video. Before I leave, I want you to go on YouTube and look up Angel Summoner and BMX Bandits. That video alone pretty much sums up the martial caster divide. Anyways, bye-bye.